Okay, MMA Weekly here with UFC Middleweight Alan Belcher. How's it going, Alan?
Going good.
You were scheduled to fight Ricardo Almeida not too long ago in your last fight, and you had to pull out just a couple days before the fight. You want to tell everybody what happened?
Yeah, I got sick with bronchitis in my lungs. It was pretty close to being pneumonia, I call it. I only had not all my, I wasn't using all my lungs that were filled with bronchitis, and I was getting sick earlier in the week. I went and the doctor told me I had a sinus infection, and it was getting bad. When we got to Vegas, I was getting tired just walking through the hotel room, so I went to see the doctor again, see if he could give me a shot or something. He wanted to x-ray my lungs, so he saw my lungs and pretty much told me I couldn't fight, wouldn't release me to fight.
Now, after you've trained for 6-8 weeks for a training camp, and then you get there 2 days before and you can't fight, what's that feel like?
Man, it feels terrible. Done sacrificed so much, man. I can't even explain the feeling. You shed tears and get mad and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty rough, but it's better than going in there not 100%. Almeida's a tough opponent. You got to be on top of your game to beat that guy.
Well, for this upcoming fight, you're going to be fighting Jason Day. Do you know too much about him?
Not really. Just what I hear. Got a video of him fighting David Loazo. Looks like he's a real tough guy, and sounds like a hard worker. He improves a lot, and it should be challenging. He's got a lot to prove coming into the UFC. He'll be the underdog. Just hopefully my experience can help out. I've been in his shoes, been there in my first fight. It's hard to perform the way that you really want to, so hopefully I'll take advantage of that and get a quick win. Maybe he'll rise to the occasion. He'll probably fight the best fight he's ever fought, and I hope so. I don't want nothing easy. Hopefully every fight gets more challenging to prepare me for that title shot down the road. So hopefully he brings his game, and that's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm training for.
Now you're coming off a couple of big wins. The most recent one against Caleb Starnes. What kind of stuff are you doing to keep improving? Who are you training with? What kind of stuff? Anything particular that you're doing?
Man, I'm just taking it to a totally different level. I never stop training now. After my fights, I don't take off from dieting and training. I'm just getting after it. Still going and training with Duke, bringing him down here some. When we were training for Almeida, we met in Columbia, Missouri. I trained with Dustin Dennis and Wade Rome, and Kiko, and the whole Mizzou wrestling squad. So I'm just bringing a lot of good wrestlers here, going places to wrestlers. I got a wrestling coach that comes over to my gym here in Mississippi 3 days a week. I got, there's a Olympic Wrestling training center over in New Orleans that we go to, just all kinds of stuff. I'm using my resources, I'm using the boxing gym that I mentioned, going to the boxing gym here before. I'm using that a lot more, going sparring with the pros over there. Just, doing whatever I can to just keep getting better, and still learn more about my nutrition and stuff, man. I feel a lot better. I'm not eating like a rabbit anymore, and just eating good whole foods, not taking as many supplements and stuff, and just training hard, eating right, and learning every day, getting better.
Now, before your Caleb fight, MMA Weekly put an article up titled "Alan Belcher version 2.0." How many more versions do you think we can see before you think you've reached your potential?
You're gonna see a different version every time, and that's what I expect. And I'm gonna do my best to get better every time. I feel now, between the Caleb fight and now, like my game has improved tremendously. Like not even the pre-Caleb, and then it's more than that now. Like just everything. I started tapping into my my natural abilities a little bit more. My main thing is being an athlete, so I started really training my athleticism. Instead of just relying on being a good athlete and working on other things, I started working on being even a better athlete, and that's what's allowing me to take just more steps on this ladder.
Now, when the UFC goes to Canada and you fight Jason Day, what do you think the outcome's going to be?
I'm just gonna knock this guy out. I mean, I just see every fight from now on, man. Just really, I see my fights winning just grabbing the guy's head and just smashing him. That's every. I don't know why. That's just my new thing, man. I just take charge of the fight. But he can't stand with me. He's not on my level standing. And I don't see him be able to take me down. The high level of wrestlers that I work with, and my takedown defense is getting good. It's like he's good. He's a good fighter, and he's well rounded. But I don't see any place where he's really going to catch me. I see the fight ending the first minute or two, me by knockout.